Hi students, welcome to our first class. For those of you who may not already know who I am, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Scott Haven, and it is my great privilege to be your professor for the spring semester. Just to give you a little background information on myself, I am 43 years old. I was born in Miguk. I earned my master's degree in political science, and I've been teaching at HOOFS for the past 12 years. Students, I'm not going to lecture today. All I want to do is quickly go over our syllabus, and then we'll be finished. Incidentally, if you have not done so already, please do me a small favor and press pause on the video and print the syllabus so we can go through it together. Probably the most important thing I can share with you today, guys, is right at the top of your syllabus. Students, that is my personal email address. I check it 500 times a day. I know it's backwards on your screen, but please take a moment and highlight that or draw 5 stars next to it. My dear students, this is the #1 way to contact me. So if you ever have a question about an assignment or upcoming test, if you're going to be absent, please feel free to email me anytime. Oh, by the way, I think today is graduation day at Gyeonggi Day. Yes, I confess, I love our university, but in terms of making lecture videos, Gyeonggi Land is a more attractive venue. Anyway, students, the course summary, I don't want to read this to you. You can read it on your own time, or if you like, throw it into the fireplace. I already know what I want to say. My goal is to develop your command and knowledge of the English language. If I may tell you a story, some of you may have already heard this, but my father was a teacher. Yes, professor and son, both professors. He taught art history, not English. He taught art history for many, many years. He's retired now. But it was he who really polished my English, like a mirror or a piece of silver. 이해했어요? I learned grammar in middle school and high school, which was important. But when I was growing up, when I was a young boy, my father used to correct my English while we were speaking, and at the time I found it annoying. I did not like it because it interrupted my train of thought. So he and I were talking about whatever, and then he would correct my English mid-sentence. So at the time, it was kind of a distraction. But it was he who taught me to write and speak eloquently. More than anything, my dear students, I want to share what I have learned with you. That's not on the syllabus. That comes right from my heart. Speaking of the syllabus, guys, what do I want to say? 잠시만요. Right. So guys, just looking at your syllabus here, right about here, it mentions the textbook. This is what it looks like. Pathways. It's published by National Geographic. It's okay. There's a lot of colorful photographs. Right now, listening and speaking, right now, guys, I want you to hold off on making a purchase because at the time of this recording, it's not clear to me if our class will be online or we'll have face-to-face classes on campus. So if our class is online, you will not need to buy the book. I will provide students with all the materials you will need. If the university administration makes the decision to invite students and faculty to campus, then we might have to use it some. But for the time being, guys, do not buy the book yet. Okay. Well, that's that. Again, guys, just looking at your syllabus, grading. This is an important subject. Midterm and final exam, 30% each. It's weighted heavily, so it's important you score as high as you can on the midterm. Speaking of the test, guys, I want to try to keep this video short, so I'm not going to go into great detail right now, but I promise you, in the days and weeks to come, I will give you much more information on the format, style, the range of the test. As a matter of fact, if I have time, the week before the midterm, I guess it'll be sometime in April, if I have time, I will make you a midterm exam study guide. So you will be well prepared for the test when it comes. And again, I will give more information in the announcements as it gets closer. What else? Attendance, participation, 20% quizzes. Guys, look at the bottom of your syllabus right here. It's kind of a complicated explanation or description of the relative grading curve. Again, some of you will already be familiar with it, but for those of you who are not, the relative grading system, I hate the relative curve. I think our class, conversational class, it should be exempt. In fact, I've told the administration just that I could help students with their English more. You and I, we could do different activities if I was not restricted by the relative grading curve. At any rate, the relative grading curve is kind of a ranking system. So it's not just how well you do, which is important, but it's how well you do in relation to other students. I will explain it more in the announcement on eClass, but anyway, yes. If you look on the second page of your syllabus, this is the absolute scale. I wish our class was being graded on this. It's more generous, more fair. If you are taking this class for the second time, if you are a repeat student, you will be evaluated on the absolute scale. Now, you still need to score high on the midterm and final exam. Again, that's only for students who are taking the class for the second time. Most of you will be graded on the relative curve, unfortunately. Well, what else? Let's see here. Well, guys, this is not on your syllabus, but this is just a couple of things I want to mention. Many people over the years have asked me, Professor, how can I improve my speaking skills? Time and time again, people have posed that question to me. And the answer is complex. But in my professional opinion, the best way to improve your speaking skills is be willing to make mistakes. I hope you remember that for the rest of your life. Be willing to make mistakes. It's painful. No one wants to make an error, but that is where real progress is made. For example, we will be learning a lot of high English vocabulary this semester. I don't want you to memorize 1,000 vocabulary words. I mean, it's inevitable after a test or after the semester has concluded, you will forget some of the information that we learned. But personally, I would be more impressed if you learned one word and used it. In other words, you learned one word and it becomes part of your everyday vocabulary. For me, that is more impressive. I'm not sure why you registered for my class, but you chose wisely. This is a special class, special professor. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Well, just to wrap things up, guys, for many of you, this class, our class, is the last English class of your life. And my dear students, I don't want to waste your time. I want our class not just to be the best class this semester, but I want our class to be the best of your university life. That's a very high standard, and truth be told, I might fail, but that is what I hope to achieve together. Now, it takes time to earn students' trust. It doesn't happen in one day. But I want you to feel comfortable practicing your English with me and practicing your English with your classmates. The semester starts off slow, but it will fly by. Anyway, guys, I will stop the video here. I'm looking forward to having a great semester together, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.